Welcome everybody out there. Went to visit an apartment with my son today, and his mother. And I really didn't want to tell my son that I didn't like the apartment, but his mother really said, "This is not right. This is not good." And it disturbed my son, and now it disturbs me. You know, you want the best. You know, when you're young, you can't take things to heart. You can't take everything to heart. People aren't against you because they see different. We're floating in the air. We're absolutely floating in the air. Will we ever fall? Will we ever fall? How hot is it in hell? Is it hell in the mist and the rain that keeps coming off the walls, that keeps sliding to the bottom and boiling over to the bottom of the earth, supporting the earth in the middle of nowhere? But it's somewhere because the heat is there and it's not there, and it's freaking cold out there. So it keeps freezing, but it's hot like hell, and it keeps bubbling over, pushing right through the earth. In Wyoming, all those water just shooting through the earth. Shooting through the earth. We're not high. We're on the ball, my friends. We're on the ball. We're only above the ball. We're above something. We're being pushed. We're being pushed, yet we're on the ground. We're on this ball, like we're stuck to this ball. And you try to run faster and the wind's in your face. We're on this ball. Imagine if this ball fell. Oh my God, what a scary feeling. Not have any control. Oh my God, if the ball of the earth just fell out of nowhere and just fell, and you fell, you can't breathe anymore because you can't catch up to the wind. Why can't we catch up when something's moving very fast? Doesn't happen in a plane. Doesn't happen in a car. Eventually, why we can handle it is because these elements of the connectivity of mainframe, regardless of where you are, regardless if this earth should fall forever, maybe it is. Maybe it's falling and going up, and falling and going up, and around and around and around and upside down. Yet you see nothing, because I believe it's the center of the core of the earth that's actually doing all the movement. The core inside. All that movement that we see everywhere, it's the core of the earth that's doing all that mixing. It's in the bottom of the bowl that we do all that granny mixing. Where are we? Imagine we were living inside a hat, and the hat was round. It was a derby. What kind of hats are there? Where should we take the aspect in games people play for what the element of different hats can be? Do you know my lips? Apparently they have thousands of feeling elements inside of it. Your tongue. Imagine if you knew the understanding of a sexual organ, what it means. What it means to have something that is not a sexual organ, that is more than what you'll ever think that it ever was, and you believe it was something else, and it's not. It's this. Take a look, okay, and get excited over something. Just look and think of what you can imagine. Never to have her touch anything. The mind is now dripping wet. My tongue is all wet because of what I can think. So if we can think that sexually, when I do my work, I get that same reaction. I'm salivating over my work because I see an understanding, you know. There's so many things. Today I saw something that was really special, and it was a casual spore. It was the way they made their C letter. And I'm going to show you the way they made their C letter. Just give me a second. They did it as the C fits a T inside of it. You see the T? C fits T. And because you fit T inside of it, it now becomes these. Here I'm gonna show you here. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Okay. I'm gonna draw a C. I'm gonna draw a C. Okay, there's the C. And inside the C is the T. And from that T, I create the E. Because it's actually, if I squared it all off, right? I'm squaring it all off. I now have the E from my C. When I connect everything together, just let it be. Just let it be. And to know things are building themselves on whatever they are, once you add these in, it's a J. It's a J. The mustache J. The division of the cat's eyes. There's my little bonhomme. Hey, where are we going? We going for a walk? Building, my friends, inside of creation. Where things, see that over there? I added that on after. That's the hat. The imagination. Where the complete understanding or understanding each other connected to one vision. Two people see the same thing. They're not sure if they do, so they explain it to each other until they see it's the same thing that they each understand. How can we possibly do something about it? How can we share it? What is it? Should we eat it? Should we share it? Oh, it's so good. Can you imagine how good it is? I can never imagine how good it is. And that's why we share in the sexuality of the mind. Hunger, hungry. What we see in what I created over here, starting with a C with a T inside, squaring it off and bringing it back to the center. Separation, showing two sides. Showing an opening. Separation, the bottom half and the top half. Two halves, each a whole in their own. Look at that. Look at the angle. So you know you need to put another one over here. And we need to duplicate things because nothing is really square. It takes two squares to do anything. Now, when you put two squares together, we have 12 sides. We ain't got 12 sides anymore. We got 10. And guess what? I'm holding two of them. We only have 8. 4 on one side, 4 on the other. 2 sides touching in between. That's what we have. Now, that's what's going on. Now, why am I talking about this? What is the real reason that Mr. TACPANS knows these numbers, has figured out these calculations relative. I'm going to speed up this, but I'm going to do it real slow to start with, okay? I need to recreate this. I need to show you this, how this came to be. And